I'm Mayra with Soul Science Hypnosis, and I wanted to let you know that I will be holding a 2-hour online group past life regression workshop on Sunday, October 6th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on Zoom. This immersive workshop is wonderful for all levels of experience. Journey through your corridors of time to explore one of your past lives in the comfort of your home. Through this guided regression, you may uncover a lifetime that holds the key to where your soul needs to heal or reconnect with unresolved issues. This workshop, it is inspired by one of my teachers, Dolores Cannon. It's kind of like her group regression, but I've made some changes, and I know you'll love it. Tickets are on sale now for $40. If you visit my website, you can register there at soulsigns.net. Please be sure to read the instructions for best practices to get yourself ready. This powerful experience is perfect for anyone wanting to begin their journey of spiritual connection and see what surprises await you. If you do decide to move forward with your purchase, know that your experience begins right there at that moment. Begin to connect with your guides and your higher self. Talk to them. Let them know you're doing this. Tell them to show you something you need to see for yourself for your highest good. They are ready to connect with you. Are you?
It feels like in the Victorian era, there's a really pretty dresser, like a brush, like hairbrush, comb, like a vanity. There's seems like there's wallpaper with flowers. It feels very pretty.
Is there a mirror?
There's a mirror.
Yeah.
I don't see myself, but I feel like I'm wearing those dresses. It feels really pretty. It feels soft, silky. The bedroom, everything, like the bed. But outside there's a hallway, and I can hear people. It's almost like I'm in a bedroom, but when I go outside, it's almost like not sure if it's a school or somewhere for learning. There's people outside. I can hear horses. There's horses going by and people talking.
What's the general feeling that you get here?
I feel like it's a place for learning.
Yeah.
Almost like maybe just like a school for girls.
Okay.
I see like men outside, but I feel like inside it's like just feminine energy.
Okay.
I see some desk, like schoolroom desk.
In another room, or?
In another room. With a chalkboard.
Is there anything on the chalkboard?
There's nothing written.
Okay.
But I do see the chalk, some books on the desk. I almost feel like I would be a teacher.
You feel like an adult? You are a teacher. Okay.
I feel that energy.
Yeah.
I feel like it's my classroom.
Okay.
I see some other girls passing by, like young, in their 20s. I feel like I'm that age there. It's almost like I'm getting ready for class.
Okay.
But I feel like I've been there before.
This is familiar?
This is familiar.
Okay.
Because I'm walking around the room like it's mine.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I don't know, I teach there.
Yes.
I can even feel like the earrings.
You can.
Like the metal.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the texture of the clothing.
Do you feel tall, thin, smaller?
Tall and
wider?
thin.
Tall and thin.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Are you still in your room or classroom?
I'm still in the classroom.
Okay.
It smells like those natural perfumes, like flowers, like essence. It's sunny.
It is.
When I open one of the books, it's a book, but there's nothing in the book.
There's nothing in
There's nothing in the book. It's just blank pages. I don't feel like the students are in there yet, but I could feel their presence, like their smiles, but they're not in the room.
Okay.
Then I'm sitting in a desk. Looks like I'd be looking over the lessons, maybe. But I feel like I would be giving out information that's not supposed to be taught. Like, I want them to be free thinkers.
You do.
Yeah, I'm going through and I have this sense of like you're not supposed to be saying that, but I'm gonna say it anyways. And then it's always on the left. I hear like wisdom, knowledge, and seek again.
Okay.
The word seek again.
Yeah.
But even though it's like almost like that's not the material, but it feels good. Like if I'm gonna teach it, it's a good thing. Like I feel peace within me.
What do you think you're teaching them that's not in the curriculum?
I'm thinking because we're girls, there's like a lot of things that were maybe like math or be free thinkers. When I looked up, I saw in the corner of the room like a little model of the planets.
You did?
It's like I see Saturn, just all the planets in that model. Then there's like those kind of like maps you pull down.
Yeah.
There's one has like the Earth, like the flat Earth. One of them seems like it has different like countries, like different places. Then there's these like big, thick, like they look like encyclopedias. And then there's like this, it looks like a big, like it would be a wand, like of a white crystal. There's a wand in the middle of the desk.
And there's a crystal on the wand?
There's a crystal.
There is. What kind of crystal?
It looks like
Is it on the tip?
It's just like round edges, white crystal. And then I see like it would be like little bottles like for potions. Some candles, like little trays and herbs. And there's a black witch hat pointing right there on top of the books.
Interesting. This is all in your classroom?
That's all inside the classroom.
All right. Anything else?
I know, I just feel like this like excitement to teach. I feel like I'm just trying to show them things that they should know, or things that have been, it feels like, restricted.
Yes.
I hear like restricted. And I'm there to like teach them. And these are like maybe 10, 12-year-olds, like that age.
Is your classroom full now of students?
It is full of all girls.
All girls.
Some have the braids, long hair, but they're not dressed. They're not dressed like they belong during that time. They're dressed like they almost belong in a different time era.
Like what?
Like during the like horse buggies, like in America.
Yes.
And they're just running in the fields, like that kind of dress, like little prairie, but it's the Victorian time. Like I can almost see it, like the teapots, the way the house is, but the girls are not from that time.
Interesting.
They're running in the field now.
There's a field there at the school?
Now we're somewhere else. We're in a field.
Okay.
And they're collecting flowers, or I don't know, they would be herbs. You can see they're like little black boots, and their little hands. And it's like I don't know, like a cottage, or like not a cottage, but like something that's made out of straw. And I can see like horses, and they're picking up all the herbs or flowers, and they're like asking me like, are these okay? And I'm having them explore and just use their senses. And there's other like older women there too. I feel like they would be other teachers. Just like long, loose hair, like even on the girls, like the wind is just like long. I could even feel like I have long hair. And I'm just walking around looking at them, just like observing. And then it looks like one of the other teachers is, we're gonna do something, a potion maybe, or
okay.
They're like collecting stuff like to make a fire.
Okay.
And they're prepping, so I'm kind of like just looking, guiding the girls, and they're gathering materials. And I smell like flowers or herbs, like incense.
Me too.
Incense. And there's someone inside the hut, almost feels like an elder, looking through a book. I don't know if they're reading what we're going to be doing, or but they're in there reading.
Will the lesson take place there?
No, it looks like it's outside. But there's no male energy. It's only female.
All female. Yeah.
And it's daytime, but the moon is out.
How
And
big is the moon?
It's
Is it
like a
full or crescent?
like a crescent.
Yeah.
And it's not too bright, but it's still daytime. And there's some birds flying. I can't tell what kind. They're just birds.
Yeah. I'm so curious about how your students are dressed so different than you. And I just want to tap into that. Let's move back in this lifetime, move to a memory. And we're going to explore where these students come from. How do these students, these girls, young girls, come to find a school like yours? Let's move to a memory, a scene, where we can learn more about that. Be there now. Allow the memories of this day flow right to you. Where are these students coming from?
I heard the word portal, a portal. And then I see almost like a spiraling, like a circle, like smoke or like clouds, like a bunch of clouds just whirling.
You see that? Where is that portal in comparison to your school?
I can't tell where it's coming from. It's just like a portal that opens.
Yes.
And then I see them coming through.
The girls are coming
The
through?
girls.
Are they being escorted?
No, they're just by themselves. But then I also, I don't know why I'm taken back to the bedroom with the mirror.
You went back to the bedroom?
To the bedroom. So I'm not in the field. I'm in the bedroom now, the Victorian bedroom.
Yes.
And I'm staring at the mirror.
Okay, and what do you look like?
I can't tell if my hair is long or short, but I can't really see myself, just like maybe light
reflection.
skin, rosy cheeks, like brown eyes. I know it's me, but I don't look like me.
Right.
But I'm smiling. I'm looking at the mirror, but I'm smiling like I know, like I'm getting visitors. And then, but I don't think the girls are coming from, like, it's that portal that looks like a whirlpool. And that's where they're coming.
Yeah.
And even though they're dressed the same, I don't think they're the same. It's almost like they come from different times, but they just come dressed the same. And then we keep going back to that field.
How do you think the girls feel about traveling through the portal to attend the school?
I feel like they've done it before. Like that's what they do. Like they're coming to seek knowledge. And I feel like I did that too, because I keep going back and forth.
Yes.
I'm in the Victorian room, and then I go with them in the field. And I feel like they are also, like, they know what they need to know, but they don't know it yet. Like they're gonna, I don't know, like once, whatever, I keep going back to that elder in the in the hut or cottage.
Mm-hmm.
And that book, it's a very big, thick book. And whatever's in that book, well, I heard like you must learn.
Okay. Yeah. And how are the girls from different timelines, how are they chosen? What do you know about that? What do you hear? What are they telling you?
They believe.
They believe.
They believe.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of almost like they trust. There's a little, like a blonde girl. She told me in my right ear, trust.
Mm-hmm. Can she tell you where she is from?
She's just pointing towards the sky.
Okay.
She said from there.
She's pointing to the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And so you have the honor of teaching these girls very important things. How long do they stay in your school?
Feels like until they get the information they need to know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then it's like they're saying we must go.
Okay. What does that day look like? Walk me through when it's time for them to return. What does that look like?
It's almost like they're just there for, it's like the elder knows what the lesson, and then we teach it, and once they're ready, they'll go, but only the ones that are ready.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like the ones that need more time will remain. I heard like will remain.
Yeah.
And the ones that are ready to go will go.
Okay.
But when they go, they just disappear. Like they're standing in the field and then they're not there anymore. Not through a portal.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a white light, and then they're gone.
How do you think that happens?
I feel like we just know like how to come back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Like transcend. I heard transcend.
Yeah. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Since you've been a teacher there now, is there any student that you've particularly liked working with? Anyone that you seem to really connect with?
There's a little blonde girl with freckles that just keeps on appearing.
Mm-hmm.
Her, I can see her face.
Mm-hmm.
The other ones, not really, but this little girl, I can see her face.
Yeah.
She's smiling. It feels like she's talking, but I can't hear her, but she's telling me something.
What is she telling
I can't hear her.
Mm-hmm.
But somehow I feel like I'm getting her message.
Okay.
it's almost like she's trying to tell me, maybe like telepathically or communicating in another form.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like I am talking to her, but I can't hear the conversation.
Yes. So it's a telepathic conversation.
But when I can only see like from her waist up, and it feels like only like her top part is here on earth, but she's still surrounded by like that whirlpool of clouds, and the other part, so she's, part of her is on another side, and then just her top part is, it's almost like she's kind of opening the cloud.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
She's like trying to tell me something. It's like she already knows, so she doesn't have to be there. But she came anyways.
Yeah.
And then not, but so she's kind of staying in there because she has to go.
All right. I want you to connect with her energetically, since you see her so clearly. Just connect with her and tell me if this little girl, her energy, does it feel familiar to you today? Do you recognize who she might be today in your life? Listen. Trust the answer.
She said your sister.
Okay. She's your sister.
She said your sister.
Okay. All right, just trust that. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that?
It feels good. She kind of has her energy.
Yeah.
Even though I can't understand what she's saying, but it's like that sisterly energy, like older sister, looking out for me. But even though the little girl is younger, because she's my older sister, but I still care for her. And I feel like she wants to reach out, but she's holding the portal open. So she wants to like almost like send me a hug, but like a spiritual hug.
Yes.
Because she has to hold that space open.
Okay.
And some of the other girls are seeing her, kind of like they just look like curious, and then they keep going about their way.
Okay.
They don't stop to like, it's almost like, oh, like we know, we've seen this before. And then like I'm walking away from her even though she's still there. I don't know if that's how, like she'll just go when she's ready, but whatever she had to tell me, like I've already, like I got the message.
You did. What do you think it was?
I feel like she's trying to tell me, you're doing what you need to do. Like wherever you're at, you're where you need to be. Just you are where you need to be. Like don't question.
All right. And tell me, all of these subjects that you're teaching the girls in your classroom and outside your classroom, which one is your favorite?
literature,
Mhm.
stories.
Yeah.
I feel that because of the books, I was there with the little, I don't know, they were the ones from earlier that I was taller.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're fair. I don't know what to call them, but the little
people
dolls,
that
the
you
little
saw.
people.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the books, I'm able to go into their world. I feel like in that, even in the library, like I like to use my imagination and be transported, even though I'm not physically there. Yeah, I keep seeing, like, when I look up at the books, it's just literature.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what kind of stories do the girls like learning about?
It's almost like a strong, where the main character, like the female character, is a strong character. It's almost like they go against the grain of what's expected, like a female power.
Yeah.
I heard the word like goddess,
Okay.
warrior. As I'm looking, I'm like in the classroom now. I see this, she looks like a warrior goddess. She's wearing,
How do you see her?
like there's something, not like a crown, but there's like a gold headband in her hair, black hair. She has like muscles, like, you know, she's some kind of warrior. She has like a long robe dress. It's like a blue tone, like a turquoise.
Okay.
Her belt is gold. She has like gold, like on her shoulder, like on her arms.
Yeah.
She looks like an Amazon, like very strong,
Yeah.
but wise.
How do you see her? Is she in a book?
She's in the classroom.
She is in the classroom.
And she's looking at the table that has all the wand and the bottles, like for the potions. It's like she's looking at the tools I'm using.
Yes.
And I feel like she's present when the lessons are being done. But I don't think the girls can see her. Only I can see her.
Oh.
Okay. And she's touching the bottles, like, I guess where I would do potions, or the herbs.
Yeah.
She's feeling the texture. She's smelling them. And she has like a red, almost like a red, across her left side on her dress. There's a part that's like a red, like a stripe.
Okay.
And she has, it's like she has her eyes, like almost like Egyptian eyes, that came Egyptian eyes.
You mean the makeup? Okay. Yeah. Can we ask her what her name is? Can she whisper it to you, or perhaps you can see it written?
I see ZEPPIENT. A, but there's like a symbol on the A.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a half moon, like a crescent moon upside down with two little circles in the middle.
Okay.
She's saying it, but it doesn't sound how it's written.
How does she say it?
I can hear it, but I can't say it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like almost like some other frequency language.
Yeah.
It's like I hear sounds, but I can't make out what she's saying.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And does she travel there through the portal as well?
She was just there when I looked up.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. So if the girls can't see her, but you can, does she just like to listen to you when you're teaching? Why is she there?
It's almost like she's saying she's there to help.
I see.
I heard like or guide.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she's there to guide me in the lessons.
I see. Mm-hmm.
But she's looking at the girls and she says, feel. Feel, like maybe they feel her presence.
Mm-hmm.
And she's smiling at them. Like not motherly, maybe like older, like just older, you know, like a sister or a friend, but and it's almost like she has that look like, oh, they're gonna become like, you know, just as powerful, like they're ready.
Okay. Do you get other visitors there? Like this one?
Don't see anybody else, but I see there's a cat, like it has like orange, black. It's white but orange, black, like spots.
Mm-hmm.
It has like the same eyes, like yellow sparkly eyes.
Mm-hmm.
It's sitting in a corner, like the little loaf position.
Okay.
But I don't feel like it's a cat. It's like another being in the
Yes.
form of a cat.
Mm-hmm.
And the eyes, it's almost like it's speaking through the eyes. They change it's the same color eyes, but they change in hue. They go lighter, brighter. But I feel it came with that girl, with
It
the
came with
warrior.
her? I see. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like they know each other.
Interesting.
And it's like wagging it back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the cat's just there to accompany her.
Okay.
It's her cat. And she's holding something in her hand. I don't know if it's like some kind of like, not a bow and arrow, but there's like a tool that she would use, because you know she seems like a warrior.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't feel menacing. It's like almost like maybe it's not meant for like to. It's like something like some kind of wand or something. But it has like a pointed. This one seems pointed. it's like copper.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm teaching the girls, she's standing looking, she's looking at me, but then I feel like she's looking past me.
Okay. And may I ask what they call you? What do your students call you? What name comes to mind?
I saw in like, again, like that, like in, like written from clouds.
Yes.
Ariel.
Okay.
A-R-I-E-L. Or that's how it's spelled.
Mm-hmm. Very good. How many students are in your classroom?
There's many rows. I can't count them, but there's at least maybe like 30.
That is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And do the girls work in tables or individual desks?
Individual desks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Anything else here?
No.
Okay. So I'd like to learn more about you and how you came to this school. Let's move back in time. When you arrived, how you arrived, why you arrived. Let's move right back to that time. Why were you chosen? This very special task of teaching these girls who seem to be time traveling to learn from you. Just be there and tell me what's happening.
I'm seeing, like I'm looking up into the planets, but they look like way closer. Like I'm seeing them from a distance, but I can see the planets.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Saturn. There's rings.
Yes.
But there's beings. It looks like they're almost like they're coming out from the sky. I see a lot of different like elders. One of them looks like the one from the library. Almost
Mm-hmm.
like the facial structure.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, I was there and somehow like I'm there and now I'm here on Earth. And
Well, we don't know if it's Earth. We don't
Or
really
it
know where your school is.
feels like Earth, feels like here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I feel like I'm looking up at them like, are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they're approving, like it's your time. And again, that somebody's saying, seek. And then I don't know why I heard the word Virgo. Teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And I almost feel like I want to be here, but at the same time, I don't want to leave home.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like telling me to go, like, just trust.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not really, they're just up like in the sky.
Yes.
And I can't tell if they're in another planet. It's just that they're up there somewhere.
Sure. Okay. So you were chosen. Mm-hmm. Okay. And so what was it like when you first arrived? Did you bring all that knowledge with you?
I feel like I have it, but I will have access to it when the time is right.
Okay.
Because I keep hearing, you'll know, on my left side.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So, is there anything else during that time that you were teaching in this school for the girls? Is there anything else as you scan the remaining time that you're there that's important for you to learn and understand?
I feel like there's almost like they're saying, like you have uncertainty, but when you teach it to others, you know that you know. Because you're having to teach others. And I feel like the students, the girls, they don't stay too long because they're grasping the materials and they just come and go.
Mm-hmm.
The only one that kind of remains is the little blonde girl.
Mm-hmm.
But she's stuck in here and in some other portal.
Yeah. Okay. Is there any final message from her? Anything she wants you to know at this time?
She has a very sweet smile, and she just tells me to go and trust.
Mm-hmm.
Go and trust.
Yes. All right. So you mentioned home and that there was some apprehension when you were asked to come to this school. Where is home? Let's move now to where your home is to learn more about where you come from. Just be there now. Allow the memories to form here. What does this look like?
I can see some like tall, like crystal, almost like cathedral buildings. It's like you're walking, but you're not walking on ground.
Mm-hmm. Sort of gliding.
Gliding. It's very beautiful. But there's not a lot of color. More like just white. Like light yellow, like the reflection from the crystals, from the cathedrals. If I'm going inside, there's just these huge hallways. In there's like gold and like burgundy type color on the floor, like tiles, but I don't feel like I'm stepping on the ground though. They're just massive, and I can see people, but they're almost like spirit form, not like too human. But it's more like their energy.
What about you?
How
do you perceive yourself?
Same, I don't feel like I'm in human form. But it's like this energy.
Yes.
And the energy is what kind of makes you glide. Again, there's books, there's some music.
Where's it coming from?
It's inside the temple. I don't know where it's coming, but I can hear it.
Yeah.
You just feel like joy. There's like rooms and rooms, and passageways. And it appears like it's just you're there, like you're free. You're just free, like no expectations. But somehow I still feel like you're just still like you're learning knowledge. I see the word like arts. Now I'm seeing like this. It's like it's not a leopard. But it looks like a leopard, a jaguar, but it's like honey brown, like fur. It's not black. The same golden eyes that like the other cat. And it's walking towards me. I feel like that would be my, I don't know, like not my pet. I don't feel like that same, but like an animal companion.
Yes.
And even though it's very, very kind, gentle energy radiating, because it's coming towards me. But all I see are like big crystal cathedrals. I don't see any. There's no flowers. It's just but inside, they're very tall, like tall ceilings. And I have that same like. It's like a incense, like a smell. I see some like there's different like also like little crystal bottles, like also little potions with like golden lids on them.
Those are there too?
So it's like a room maybe for healing.
Do you feel you spend time there?
No, but as I'm passing by, it's like I can see like these beings have more like human-like structure, and it's almost like they're moving energy with their hands.
Yeah.
Like I can see them moving, like on somebody else is laying down and they're moving their hands, and you can see energy coming from their hands. So maybe like energy healing. That looks like a room that would be used for energy healing. They're placing some crystals on the body. I don't think they're really talking. It's just more like with the hands.
Okay.
Like maybe like a telepathic. There's no need for words.
Yeah.
And there's another room with, it almost looks like it's a big, like warm waters, like you'd go in there. It looks like it would be healing waters, like salt. I can smell like salt. It feels warm.
Do you have a favorite room?
I heard Book of Knowledge. So again, lots of books. It's like I'm passing through all these other rooms, but I'm going back. I'm looking for that room with the books.
Yes.
And I can see that same cat that was with the warrior.
Oh, that one is there?
The cat is there.
Interesting. So the cat belonged to you, not the warrior.
It was my cat. It's right there.
Yeah. Let's connect with the cat. Let's connect. Earlier, you and I had a conversation about some of your pets. I want you to connect with this cat and tell me if the cat feels familiar to you. Do you recognize this cat as someone in your life, either human or animal? Who's the cat?
When I see the cat, I get flashes of my cats from this lifetime.
You do. Which
Lulu,
one? A specific one?
Lulu. I had Lulu as a child. I saw his face flashing.
Yeah.
And I also see Kevin. Kevin is the cat that comes right now to my doorstep.
Okay. So this cat has come to you several times in your life. It's beautiful.
It's like a little, I feel like a guide.
Yeah.
But I feel its frequency, so not the words, but the frequency. It feels good. It's like a different type of communication.
Yeah. All right. And where is home? You are there, this beautiful cathedral crystal temple. If I were to ask you if your planet has a name, or if your galaxy has a name, what comes to mind? Where is home?
I saw the word Orion.
Beautiful. Yeah. Okay. All right. While we're there, on Orion, is there anyone there that wants to connect with you? Perhaps give you a message while we're visiting. Someone that you care about very much that might have a message for you.
I see my aunt that has passed.
Mm-hmm.
She's very loving. I feel like she wants to hug me. And like say everything's okay. Like you are loved.
Okay.
You are loved. I can almost smell her scent. She had like a particular scent.
She did.
Like, yeah, she wore this perfume. I can almost smell her perfume, but she always felt, when she hugged you, you felt safe.
Mm-hmm.
And I see Aramis. It looks like Aramis next to her.
Okay.
They both left at the same year.
Mm-hmm.
Aramis was very loving. I feel his energy.
You too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I could see like sparks of yellow, gold. Those were his colors.
Okay.
But when I'm there with her, I'm somewhere else. It's not a room. It's like you're just floating somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all like white, like quiet. Just
Mm-hmm.
it's quiet, but yet it's like a beautiful quiet, not like. And she feels warm, like her hug feels really warm. I can feel her like, I can feel her hair,
Okay.
like on my cheek.
Mm-hmm.
But she's giving like a really tight, warm hug.
Okay.
And she's dressed. She's dressed like in a white robe, but it feels soft, like a really soft cotton.
Mm-hmm. What else
Right.
does she want to tell you?
She's telling me to be free, like go. It's like she hugged me and now she's telling me to go.
Mm-hmm.
I hear like be free, like let go, like surrender, like surrender to be free, like just trust and let go.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's like she's pushing me away, but like in a loving way. Like go.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like like safe.
Mm-hmm. Very good. All right. Let's go ahead and have her anatomies recede. And we're going to continue our journey.